crazy that like lionesses do all the work, and then what does the male lion do? Like, does he have a podcast or something? Like what?
Hello, welcome to the Joy Agenda podcast, the podcast all about joy with me, Hannah Campbell.
And it's me, Jay Lafferty, and today we are in the Monkey Barrel studio with our special guest, comedian, impressionist, one of the Stand 5, doing his debut Fringe show here at the Edinburgh Fringe in 2026. It's Jack Brookmyre!
Hello.
Woo! Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Sorry, I cut over. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say I was quite impressed with myself there. That was pretty.
That was
slick.
That was off the cuff as well.
That was
like,
right off the cuff.
proper introduction. It's
Yeah.
almost like we've been doing this podcast for a while.
Welcome to the podcast, Jack. How
Thanks for
are
having
you?
me. Oh, I'm very good. I just headlined Red Raw for the first time last night.
Amazing. How did it go?
It was fantastic.
Great.
I had a great response from the crowd, but also there was this wee corner of metalheads that were going crazy for all the references that no one else was picking up on, and that was delightful.
That's what I love. I love it when just a few people like pick up what you're laying down.
You just, when there's a wee pocket, and everyone else can be hating it, but if there's just like a wee pocket that love it, you're like, I'm just doing it just for you.
For anybody who doesn't know, Red Raw is the sort of legendary new act and new material night that the Stand Comedy have been running for 30 years, 31 years, 32 years, something like that. And yeah, it's like pretty prestigious thing to do, to headline it.
Very. That's amazing. Wow. So did you bring the metalheads with you, or did they just
No.
happen to be there?
They just happened to be there.
Maybe you actually have a following and you don't know.
It is possible. 'Cause I did have a YouTube channel when I was like 19 that just talked about metal and had a little bit of a following. I've done nothing with it since. But
So maybe if they've been following you since you're 19, this is like,
Maybe.
What
Really
makes me really
creepy.
amused about that is, as far as I'm concerned, you are 19.
Yeah, I know. I was like, how old are you now?
You look so young. Like, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Shut up.
Wow, very youthful. Very youthful.
So young.
I do get ID'd all the time.
Do you?
I recently got ID'd by bouncers going in somewhere, and they did the usual, like, oh, to give us your driver's license, and they looked at that and they went, see that young Scot card too, mate? I was, okay, it's expired, but I don't know why it's still in my wallet. I don't know what he expected to find on the young Scot card that he wouldn't find on the driver's license, but he just had to double check.
Listen,
still
give him
carrying
his
it.
time. He suddenly thought he was a detective.
Yeah,
He's
be like,
well,
double check this. I just love how you're still carrying your young Scott card about with you. That's
I keep forgetting to take it out. I've got a pass to get into Newcastle Castle. That's still in there. I don't know
right.
what to do with that.
I've still got like things in my wallet from when I was a teenager.
Like what?
Yeah, I
Condoms.
still carry. No, I don't have condoms. What are you trying to say?
I'm so sorry. Of course, I was never.
Imagine slut shaming me on our own podcast.
Listen,
Hannah
it's
Campbell.
only because of all the things that you have said. Jay, I'm so sorry to come to that conclusion.
That sounds like
It's only because of everything I know about you that I decided to
I'm
slut
joking.
shame you.
Jay's a good girl, and she's actually a virgin. So she's.
Touched for the very first time, and I'm so old that that's my reference. Oh dear. No, I still have like, do you remember, I don't know if you guys did this when you probably didn't because you're fucking really young, but
Yeah.
she's an old bitch.
I'm
you know.
old. I know.
Right.
I'm old.
So when I was young, you used to have like a little wallet thing like for putting photographs in your wallet. Like a little
Yes.
plastic thing. This before the iPhone, right?
Yeah, you have
before you
your own-
kept everything on your phone. You had the little plastic thing, and you would like get pictures of all your besties in the whole world, and you would like cut them out and you would put them in the little wallet thing. And I still carry that about
Oh, that's quite cute.
with all like my besties from high school. Most of those bitches I don't speak to anymore. But
But you still look at their face every single
Every
day.
day.
Like, I fucking hate you.
I'm friends with all the girls that I grew up
Oh,
with.
that's really cute.
Yeah.
I've just got loads of expired gift cards in my purse. Like
well,
that I
like
do.
you didn't use them.
Yeah, I'm really bad with gift cards. I always forget. Like people, I remember we got some when we got married, and I like definitely just forgot to use them.
I am not at all like that. you give me a gift card, you better believe that is being used by the Friday. Do you know what I mean?
And listen, this is not because I'm rolling the money. I need to be using these gift cards, but I just completely forget to use them.
Do you know you can use your John Lewis gift cards in what's the fancy grocery shop? Waitrose.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did. Oh, I only knew that because I ordered some from John Lewis the other day and I picked it up from Waitrose and I was like, oh, of course they have a little.
I only know it because Susie
partnership.
McCabe told me in a comedy set, and I was like, "That's good information, Susie."
Here, like, listen now. I learned this about Waitrose the other day. Jack is like, "What the fuck are these old bitches talking about?" Like, but Jack will be back with you. Did you know that you can get free coffee at Waitrose?
For why?
Right, so all you do, my sister-in-law Helen told me about this. So what you do is that you just download like your Waitrose card, like just an app, like for free, and then you can go into Waitrose without buying anything and get a free coffee every day. You just scan your card. You have to bring your own cup. You have to bring your own reusable.
Joy agenda.
Right. So I've been doing this now. So I found it because I had to go to this because there's one fairly close to me, but I'm like, I never go in there to shop. I had to pick something up, and then I was like, I'll try this, and yeah, free coffee. And it's not like, and it's like flat whites, lattes, cappuccinos.
I was about to ask that. Is it any coffee?
Any coffee. It's like a sort of like filter, like the ones you get in like Greg's and stuff, like a clicky button one, but it's pretty good. So if you're ever going past a Waitrose, get yourself a wee Waitrose card. You do have to bring your own cup, but there you go. Fun joy fact.
There's a lot of secrets about Waitrose that I'm learning today.
The rich people keep it to themselves.
This is why rich people are rich, man.
But I'm
They spend
blowing
no money.
the top off of this coffee Waitrose conspiracy. Right, come on. Get the scum in there.
Well, this
come
all
on,
makes,
scum. Let's all
this
take
all
over.
makes sense because what like old people always say, the youngsters with their fancy coffees. Well, that's because they're not getting the free coffees from Waitrose. Okay,
Exactly. The amount of old biddies that were in there with their wee getting their reusable, getting their wee coffees. So
Did
yeah,
they all have Parkinson's?
yeah, they did. That was
Is that your old biddy hand?
That's my old biddy. They're so excited for the coffee. So yeah, there you go. Fun fact. Top tip.
Oh, there's a moth in here.
Oh my god.
New guest, bonus
A
guest.
new bonus guest. Don't let it eat your metal stuff.
It's actually a throwback to the Mothwoman episode
Oh
with
my
Daisy
god,
Earle.
the Mothwoman episode that was last August, and we literally looked. We did an episode with Daisy Earle, right? Do you know Daisy?
The name rings a bell.
So Daisy is one of the nicest people
So
ever,
great.
and she sat on that couch while Hannah and I had done the entire Fringe, and it was like the last 2 or 3 days of the Fringe, and we seemed mental.
We were
We
having a
seemed like we
breakdown.
dropped all the drugs, and she just sat there and agreed with everything we said.
And we just were absolutely losing our minds. So if you want to see us have a breakdown, you can go back and listen to the Mothwoman
episode.
Daisy
Free
Earle.
Waitrose coffees are dangerous.
I tell you what. Oh, that's great.
So you are currently. I feel like we glossed over. You had your first headline slot.
Amazing.
Yep.
Really
Who
good.
was your host?
The host was Liam Farrelly.
Oh,
Safe
great.
pair of hands.
Great.
Nice safe pair of hands. That's good. Love Liam Farrelly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the metalheads. And did you really enjoy it? Did you like? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was
Was it Glasgow or Edinburgh?
Glasgow.
Glasgow, right. Yeah.
Home turf.
Home turf.
Because you're based in Glasgow, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was easy
Awesome.
to get there.
And you're currently in the midst of developing your debut show.
Yep.
How's it all going?
It's going great. It's pretty much most of the way done.
Look at you being so organised in June. Can't relate.
Yeah.
A pair of us are like, that's what's your show called, Jack?
It's called Impressionable.
Okay.
And it's all about how the way you speak affects where you're going to go in life, and also how the internet is frying everyone's brains. Those are the 2 main themes.
Both true
and
facts.
very like what do you call it, topical with the news this week of Keir Starmer
Yep.
banning the social media for the Waynes.
Yep.
What do you feel about the banning of the social media for the Waynes?
Having most recently been a Wayne.
A Wayne.
Yeah. Well, since last week, I've had a lot of time to reflect. I don't know how I feel about it because I think back to using social media as a teenager, and I struggle to think of any real benefits of it. There was organisation. You know, you could. It was easy to meet up with your mates and stuff, but like, people are going to rediscover texting. I think you can just do that. But I feel like the negatives do kind of outweigh the positives, especially when you're young and stupid. Like I had a whole arc as a teenager. If I started out at like 14 with very reasonable beliefs, and then believed a whole lot of bullshit that I read on the internet, and then did a sort of bell curve and came back round to the same beliefs I had when I was 14. So I realised, oh, hang on, this is ridiculous. But you believe fucking anything you read on the internet when you're a teenager.
Of course you do, because your brain's not developed. And what sort of, was it almost like you felt like you were getting a little bit like radicalised, or just sort of, you know?
Never quite radicalised. Like I had enough mental faculties to go, hang on, this doesn't sound quite right.
Yeah.
But when I was 15, that was when like your YouTube algorithm was just constantly showing you Ben Shapiro owns feminist compilation, and I'd be like, oh cool, this guy, he's smart, he's going to use his big brain, and. That's me. I'm intelligent. I do well in school, so I'm smart, and I'm shite at sports. So I need this. But then I thought, oh, hang on, no, I'd see enough people pointing out, oh, this guy's talking mince, and then thankfully it saved me. But some people just kept going, and then you check in on them within 5 years, and they're all over the place.
They're eating Huel and pumping.
Listen to Stephen Bartlett and Jordan Peterson.
Wow. Do you know what I found really weird about it, right? And this is like me, again, being really old. So I was listening to the fallout of like, you know, the people who are like, this is ridiculous, it's a nanny state, all that sort of thing. And they kept going on about YouTube. Like, but see, in my mind, YouTube's not a social media channel. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I would go Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all those, like, because that's actually the function of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, to socialise. Whereas, like, I always think of YouTube as, like, somewhere where you go and watch something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I almost feel like YouTube can be worse, because I was the same. Like, I think especially like when YouTube was around when I was in school, it was literally when you had to like pause the video for an hour to get it to stop fucking buffering, and then you could watch
remember
it.
that.
But YouTube, I think, almost gets more. You can really connect with your fans and build these communities because it's long form content, and you can really, rather than like seeing one tweet, you can almost convince them more. So it's almost more dangerous, I think, with the radicalisation.
We
and
really
stuff.
don't use our YouTube to the full value of it. I've literally never looked at our YouTube channel once.
I think that, oh god, no. Maybe we have radicalised people into joy. I don't think so.
Know.
I tried to get on our YouTube page, and then I got denied, and I never tried again. Because it was linked to someone else. Anyway.
I hope that producer Chris is keeping an eye on the YouTube.
Yeah, producer Chris is doing it.
We
It's
might
all
have
fine.
radicalised an entire group of people.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're fine. But
we'll be all right.
I don't know. I feel like, especially if you're like a 15, 16-year-old and you're it and it's just fed compilations, burns, and then more like, well, not now because, you know, Charlie Kirk dead. But like before then, it was like all the Charlie Kirk stuff as well. I imagine it was just like videos, and I used to get that on mine, and I would just be
Then, so I never look at the comments, so that's when it's all kicking off, is it?
Yeah,
in the
I think
comments.
so. Yeah.
Because again, there's YouTube Kids, because like my wee guy watches some stuff on YouTube, mainly just people doing Minecraft walkthroughs, and this very irritating people called Lilo and Chip. No, not Lilo and Chip. Milo and Chip. Oh my god, very annoying.
Okay.
So will he not be able to access that now?
I don't know. Well, I'm assuming
On
he doesn't
YouTube
have his own
Kids?
account.
No, it's a YouTube Kids account.
I think no, it should be. I think if it's you can. As the parent, I think you can. They just can't have their own accounts.
Ah.
So I think like you could.
So what
watch
are they bitching about? Just set yourself up a wee YouTube Kids.
This is how are they going to enforce this? How are they going to stop kids? Because they're just downloading VPNs, just lying, or is everybody? Are we not?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Because what I thought was, is this going to be like when BBC say, "Do you have a license?" and you go, "Aye,"
yeah,
right, and they go, "Great,"
yeah.
You know, is it going to be like that, or? And what I was reading by the more crazies, crazy people is like, this is how they're going to get digital ID in. So they're going to make all social media so you have to put your passport or something in to validate, which I've not got a problem with, because like that would stop a lot of arseholes on the
I think
internet.
so. If you had to put in your passport, so you almost couldn't have like a burner account, so then if you're trolling or doing horrible shit online,
You've got
they
to do
can
it
find
as
you
yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
I think a lot of people wouldn't do the shit that they do if they had to do it all as themselves.
Because it's the anonymity is what makes people so bold with that sort of thing. I do understand the why people want to ban social media for younger people. But at the same time, like, I can't help but think, Jesus fuck, have you seen whatever these grands posting?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
why is it just the young people? You can't trust old people with Facebook.
No, oh God, no. You're so do you think we should do under 16s and over 65s?
Yeah,
No
or
social media.
I love it when you have like a relative that doesn't realise still. I mean, how old is Facebook?
What,
Is it like 30 years or something?
No,
25 years?
2008.
No.
Yeah, because I got it. That's when it wasn't in when I
No,
started
I
high
had
school.
Facebook when I was at university. And I graduated university in 2001.
No, Facebook.
Oh, maybe it was MySpace.
That was MySpace. Facebook. I'm pretty sure was 2000 and maybe 6 because I got it about 2000.
So it was 20 years in.
Yeah, 20 years ish. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And so it's 20 years old, and still, you know, when you've got a relative that talks as if they think they're having a personal conversation that not everybody can see.
Yeah.
I love that. It really makes me laugh. I see at least every day, I see at least one of those.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Well, they're going to need to ban these community Facebook groups because surely they're where the worst of the worst people live. The worst, the worst
curtain
among us.
twitchers, they get to communicate and then they radicalize each other because there's so much of the internet is
About
like
bins.
You'd have one crazy guy in the pub and he would talk to other people and they'd go, aye, very good, and they'd ignore him. But now you've got these communities where all the crazy guys from all the pubs across the country get to talk to each other and one-up each other and make each other crazier. That's kind of, that's how online radicalization works. It's like-minded weapons that just make each other worse.
Oh,
It's like some kind of Alcoholics Anonymous group where the goal is to get more drunk. Like, it just
I'm kind of hoping for a world where social media ends up like eating itself.
Yeah, I think I think it will swing the other way, but I think there's just too much money. That's why it'll always, because people are making too much money off of social media. That's why I just don't think it'll ever go away. I think your normies might start to come off it. People that maybe just have it as like a couple hundred followers, and they're like, no. But the influencers, they make so much money. So I don't know.
But I feel now there's too many influencers.
Oh, far too many.
Yeah.
Like how they can't all be making that much money because there's millions of them.
Yeah.
And then I think it's really interesting. I know we've spoken about this before, but like you'll come across somebody randomly. Like I came across somebody the other day who had 9.4 million followers. I'd never heard of them in my life.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea who they were.
That is crazy how there's so many people with that many followers and you're just like, who are you?
Who are you?
But they're just such little niche pockets of
the world.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what you're talking about. You're talking about the internet and so what around the way that you talk? What do you mean by that?
just like how there's so much of there's a lot of like bias that people have towards accents and manners of speaking that there's a lot of classism that's tied into it. There's various stereotypes and things, but also just it's like an underrated aspect of how powerful people need to have a good voice and good rhetoric, because if they're boring, then nobody listens to them. Even if they're correct. If they're too boring, then no one cares.
Yeah, I think Gordon Brown suffered from that.
Yeah, really boring.
Very boring.
Yeah.
Very boring man. Not actually wrong about the economy.
No,
but incredibly boring to listen to.
Yeah.
Well, that's why everybody Trump, because he's you're like, well, it's a car crash that you can't look away from, you know?
I don't know. I've been looking away.
Yeah.
I can't deal with
like,
it.
we just don't
Jack
want
does a very good impersonation of Trump.
Yeah, is the thing I like. I'll occasionally look at clips of him if he's gone completely off the rails. My favourite every day, but like off the rails in a way that his own fans can't follow. So like there was a rally he did in 2024 where they want him to talk about the trans bathrooms or whatever, and he's going, I was talking to this man at Harvard and he said, and I asked him a question. I said, well, if you're on a sinking boat, right, and there's a very powerful battery with a strong electric current, it's going to sink and you're going to be electrocuted when it hits the water, but there's a shark 20 yards away. Do you stay on the boat and get electrocuted, or do you swim towards the shark? Folks, I told him I would take electrocution any day of the week. I don't like sharks. And he said, you know what? No one's ever asked me that before. and all those guys in MAGA hats behind them are just looking at each other. What the fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild. Oh, it just terrifies me. I mean, you make it more palatable.
Yeah.
If you could just watch the news and then just phone me and do it.
Sum it up.
Yeah.
Just do
That'd
a
be
sum
great.
up. Like Jack Brookmyre's weekly sum up. We should probably ask the question.
Yes. Now, Jack, please tell us, what brings you joy?
Extreme metal brings me joy. The nastiest, heaviest, horrible music brings me joy. And it was in preparation for this that I realised that joy is the perfect word to describe it. It's like when I hear a heavy riff, it brings this feeling. I can feel it in my soul, and no metalhead would ever describe it as joy because that's not brutal, but that's what it is. That's what I experience. And when I go to a concert and everybody's moshing away and crowd surfing, like that is joy. It's a collective joy that everyone's experiencing. And they'd never admit it, but that is what it is.
That's what it is. How did you get into heavy metal?
I got into it because my dad had bought a System of a Down album and was listening to it in the car. And I was in the back of the car in my wee seat going, whoa, yeah. I need more of this. So I listened to nothing but that for a while and then started listening, looked into the history of it and started listening to all the big influential bands, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, all that. And then just educated myself, got big books about the history of heavy metal and read through all those and learned about it all and just followed from there.
Wow.
Oh.
That's so cool that you went and learned about like the history. So what is the I mean, don't need to
Sum
give me
it
the
up.
entire history, but where did it sort of start? Was it one band that were going to make this noise or?
It was, it all, like all great movements that began in Birmingham.
Of course.
It's, the members of Black Sabbath decided they wanted to make horror music was the idea. They're like, we want to make stuff that sounds spooky, and so they're using like the devil's tritone and stuff and distorting their guitars. And so Black Sabbath is sort of there's a lot of bands before them that people go maybe, but Black Sabbath is where most people draw the line, say this is where heavy metal begins.
Wow.
And then you go up to Newcastle and Venom accidentally create a whole load of subgenres. They create black metal and thrash and all of this, and it just starts. People just start innovating of what are the different ways you can make something heavy and fast and aggressive. So it all just starts splitting off. You've got doom metal where you go really slow. You've got death metal where you go really fast. You've got black metal where you make it sound shit on purpose because that's more evil. And yeah, there's not really any new subgenres that have developed since like the 90s. Really, that's when they reached the boundaries of if we push this any further, it's not metal anymore,
Right.
or it's just straight up not music anymore. But yeah, I've just been into it for a long time.
Wow. What's your favourite type of metal then?
My favourite type is your standard death metal. You just can't go wrong with that. But I specifically like I like a bit of prog. Like prog death metal, that's my favourite combo.
Okay.
Where they'll do really smooth and nice segments in between the mad stuff, and the songs are like 10 minutes long.
Wow. It's very interesting hearing someone talk so passionately about what they're into, because I don't have me and metal are so far away from each other. But it's really interesting to hear you talk about it.
I would love to see Taylor Swift meet metal.
I don't think that would work somehow.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be great. I can imagine that. And she just goes rogue where her next album just does some heavy metal.
What are the female heavy metal bands? Because it's one of those things that, like, when I think about it, I had when I was a teenager, I had a boyfriend who was really into Pantera, and like bands like that. So I kind of remember that I was into Take That at the time. Didn't last, the relationship. I wonder why. And yeah, but to me it always seems like quite a lads sort of musical space. But I'm assuming there are female heavy metal bands.
Yeah, so there's some of the bigger ones. There's a band called Arch Enemy that's been fronted by 3 different women. There's what's that? There's a band from Ukraine called Ginger. That's another female-fronted band. There are a few bands that are all women. In fact, there's quite a lot, but there's a lot of them are quite obscure as well. But there are some big mainstream ones. A lot of power metal bands and gothic metal bands have female singers as well. So there are a lot. It is generally quite a male dominated space, although not necessarily laddie. That depends on the subgenre. So Pantera is 100% your laddie sort of metal, along with like new metal stuff like Limp Bizkit and that sort of thing, like frat boy metal. But a lot of it is just nice hairy guys that own cats, and would enjoy the company of women if women would ever speak to them, but it doesn't tend to happen.
Oh no!
So,
now I feel sad for the hairy guys with cats.
Oh, well, then get another cat. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Have you ever been in a heavy metal band?
During the pandemic I had a little project with my friend who has been in so many bands. I've got this friend from Cyprus that he lives in Glasgow now, and I've lost count of the number of bands. I can't keep track. He's in like 5 at a time, and then he decided, like, we went to see a concert together, and on the way back he heard me doing like a death metal voice and was like, "Dude, that's fucking incredible, man, we gotta record something together." And so what we did was he would send me like riffs that he'd written, and then I would just improvise gibberish over it, then write lyrics that fit the gibberish, and then re-record enunciating. And we made 2 songs doing that. Didn't title either of them, didn't title the project, just did it for fun. But I have done that.
And
so
where
cool.
can we hear them on SoundCloud?
I've never posted them anywhere. They're still on my computer somewhere. I'm sure I can
You
share
could
them.
open your Fringe show with them.
I know,
Yeah.
that's you could like either open or close. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Amazing.
Hey.
Or you could write us you could do our theme tune.
You could do the theme tune for the new
You could, the
All
new
You Can Eat Buffet.
Yeah, our new pod. There we go. Amazing. So metal, anything else?
I love primates. That's another thing I love.
Okay.
Monkeys and apes.
Oh.
They bring me joy. If I see one, it just instantly makes my day better. I don't know what it is. They're humans, but not quite. They're so relatable, but so innocent at the same time. Except chimps who are evil, but they're still. They
Chimps
amuse
evil?
me.
Is this widely accepted?
They can be. What's scary about chimps is they're really unpredictable. They can be quite chill, and then they can just flip out and go crazy. But gorillas are pretty chill. Orangutans are great. Gibbons are great. Most monkeys are pretty cool. Unless you're in like Gibraltar and you've got macaques that are just like stealing your chips or whatever. But,
Yeah.
I love primates, and I annoy people with primate facts all the time.
That's great. Maybe because they're close to the big hairy metal men.
Yes.
Like this is the Venn diagram of it. So give us a primate fact. What's your favourite monkey fact?
The gibbons pair for life. Most primates, they're mad shaggers. They go all over the place. But the gibbons, they're very traditional. They stay in a family unit. So that's one of my favourite primate facts. I also love the orangutans have the longest parenting period of any primate except humans.
Really?
They still need to be teaching their kids what to do up to the age of about 8.
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
late. Yeah.
God,
Wow.
imagine if we could tap out at 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dream. You're like, on you go, you're fine now. Go and climb that tree.
Sorted. Off you pop. Yeah, I like monkeys.
You got monkeys in your bathroom.
Well, I don't anymore.
Oh, you know? Or did you change it to
'cause
parrots?
I've got tigers now.
Oh, tigers.
Yes,
Okay.
I've got a new bathroom. So I had to get rid of the monkeys.
Oh.
So it's tigers now. But yeah, I did have monkeys in my bathroom for quite a long time. Big fan of Marcel from Friends.
Uh-huh.
As I've already spoken about in the pod on multiple occasions, as you know, VIP member of the Edinburgh Zoo.
She's
Right.
a big deal. She's a big deal.
I did the keeper experience recently.
Did you?
I fed a rhino.
Did you? You fed the Jai, the new rhino?
Yeah, the 2-year-old one. I was
Yeah.
feeding it leafy greens. and then also got to feed some really small monkeys, like the Goldie monkeys and the white top tamarins.
Oh wow. That is pretty cool. I didn't. It wasn't Jai. It was the other rhinoceroses before they did up the rhinoceros pens and then brought Jai in. With the biggest stoner you've ever seen in your life.
Goodness me!
And I couldn't understand why. So we were standing to wait to go up, and all these women were killing themselves laughing. And I was like, what is everybody laughing at? And all the men looked traumatized. And then I got up and I was like, Jesus wept, my goodness. And I couldn't stop laughing. And we were with my wee boy and another wee boy, and they were going, what is it? What are you laughing at? Me and the other mum were just like, oh my God. Because I don't care how old you get. A stoner is funny.
A big willy's funny.
It's funny. And the rhino was just like, have a look at this.
A second horn.
Honest to God, it was like, you know when a dog gets its lipstick out? That's what it was like. But on a rhino, it was like lipstick out. I was like, my God.
Tell you what, they don't put that in the zoo newsletter.
They do not put that in the zoo newsletter. Could you imagine?
Front page. Wow. So why did you do the keeper experience? Did you just fancy doing it?
We got my gran got us a voucher for it, so we knew we had to go. It's the sort of thing that like you would never think to get yourself.
Yeah.
Which is why it's a nice gift. Because otherwise probably never would have done it. But it was a great experience.
Top VIP Edinburgh tip zoo. Tip. What? But you know what I was trying to say.
Stop saying tip. We've just talked about Gee, God.
What me and the wee one have realised is if you go to the zoo quite early and you follow the people doing the keeper's experience, then you get to see all the animals up really, really close because they're feeding them. And so we saw Jay the lion like really, really close up because they were down giving him steak and stuff. And we saw the tigers really close as well. So if you just follow the keeper experience, people around, you get a better experience of the zoo, even though you're not actually doing the thing.
We're really speaking to the middle class today. Zoo tips and Waitrose coffee.
But we're speaking to people who would like to, you know,
if you'd like
it's
to move,
the cheap version.
Any working class people out there that are looking to move up as well, just these are
upwardly mobile. That's what we're doing.
See, I'm just not a big animal person, so I don't think that would bring me joy going to the zoo. I'm just not. No.
It tracks with you. You're cold.
I am cold. I'd maybe go and see the big stoner, but apart from that, I don't think I'd bother.
I don't think they post times for the big stoner.
What? That's it.
I'm thinking probably first thing in the mornings.
I'm here to see the morning wood.
You've just missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
It's okay. I've brought some rhino magazines. I'm
Rhino
hoping this
porn.
will work.
Oh my goodness.
Because I've been on like a safari in South Africa, and that was cool. But yeah, it was. Some people are like, that's a lifetime. And like, I'm glad I did it, but I wasn't like.
Did you see giraffes and stuff?
Yeah, we saw all of. I think we see all the, because one of those ones where like the people were talking to each other. So I think we saw everything. We saw like rhinos, hyenas, buffaloes, hippos. What else lives in Africa?
All the African things.
Yeah, all the African things.
Did you see a lion?
Yes. And we saw hyena cubs, they were cute. And we didn't see a leopard. I think that was the one that we didn't see. But that was very cool, kicking
they've
about.
got a leopard
we
at
saw
Edinburgh
monkeys.
Zoo.
Yeah. Seen baboons. They're big scary bastards.
They are scary.
I don't like baboons.
They make horrible noises.
Which ones are the baboons?
The ones with the arse that looks like it's been spanked.
Oh,
yeah. The one
Red
with the
Darcy.
and they've got big teeth.
Oh,
big teeth.
that's the one that's like, what's his name from The Lion King? He's a baboon.
Rafiki.
Yeah.
But he's a nice baboon.
Yeah.
I don't think most of them are like that. They're not really as spiritually in touch as Rafiki.
Yes, as Rafiki is. Oh, so if you had to choose your favourite monkey, what would it be?
Definitely gibbon. Wait, no. That's my favourite primate. Favourite monkey, that's a different thing.
Okay.
The apes and monkeys aren't the same thing.
Right.
So that's something I always have to emphasise to people because they get it wrong all the time. My favourite monkey is the golden snub-nosed monkey from China.
Are they the one with the big dick noses?
No, that's a proboscis monkey.
Oh, right.
That wouldn't be called a snub nose if it had a big dick monkey. You're obsessed.
Sorry, I'm just trying to go what I like. Okay, come on, I'm trying to get into monkeys with via. Sorry. Anyway,
They're kind of like the sort of orangey golden fur, and they have really tiny, almost non-existent noses that look like, you know, when you're drawing a wee face and you just put two dots for the nose.
Oh,
Cute.
like little
Yeah.
holy noses.
Yeah, and there's so many videos of like somebody feeding them, and they'll just they chew with their mouths open, they take it and they go. And then just immediately reach up again expectantly. If you give them one bite, they're just gonna assume they're getting more.
That's like me. I'm on a diet at the moment, so.
Why are you on a diet?
Because I sat on my backside on holiday at an all-inclusive for a week and just went, nah. Just to poor guys walking past with cocktails.
Yeah, another one. Mummy needs another cocktail.
Oh, I love that. Any
That's
other
great.
things that bring you joy?
Rhino boners, love a good,
Yeah.
love a good
Come
rhino
on.
boner.
Yeah. We all agree on that.
I love TTRPGs, tabletop role playing games.
Like Dungeons
Dungeons
and
and
Dragons.
Dragons and Call of Cthulhu. I love those games. I love running them. I love writing them. And on the incredibly rare occasion someone else bothers to organise it, I love playing them. But
Right.
it's usually me running them.
And would you rather be a player or do you enjoy it?
I probably prefer running them. It'd
Right.
just be a good change of pace to play them for once. But yeah, I love those.
That's great. So have you got your friends that are always like, come on, when's the next one happening?
Yes, exactly. I've been running I've been the dungeon master for a Dungeons and Dragons group for going on about 5 years now.
Wow.
And we've ended campaigns and then started a new one in a different setting and stuff. But it's been
How do you know when
largely
a
the same group.
campaign is finished?
You kind of set like a goal, and there's usually like a big baddie that once they've got rid of him, it's like, well, I guess there's not much point continuing here. This feels like basically whenever it feels like a good point to end it.
Because it's just
or I'm
essentially
bored.
improv, right?
Well, you do prepare some of it. You get a general structure of that. Here's what I do is I prepare. Here's what would happen if the players didn't show up and didn't do anything. These are the events that will happen, and then I improvise. How does that change based on what they do? But I know these are all the non-player characters and what their motivations are and what they care about, so I can then adapt and figure out what they would do to react to the incredibly unpredictable stuff that players end up doing.
It's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how long would it take you to write a new campaign?
I guess like an individual session, it's probably a couple hours. And then a campaign is just collectively. You never want to plan too far ahead. Plan one session ahead, and then
Sort of see where it goes.
If everybody's schedule goes wrong, you've not wasted all your time prepping for something that's never going to come up.
How long does an average game last?
About 3 hours usually.
Yeah, I played once because I used to work at Buffy conventions, and there's a big crossover with the old tabletop gaming and Buffy. There's actually a Buffy version of like a Dungeons and Dragons thing as well, or there was at one point. And I played once at one of those conventions.
Right.
I wasn't very good. I just didn't think I really understood the rules.
Yeah. Well, are there rules?
Oh God, so many. Too
There's
many.
a lot of rules.
Oh, so this is the issue then. Too many rules.
I agree that there are too many rules, and there's like Dungeons and Dragons. It's the most popular role playing game in the world. It's certainly not the best. It is far too rule heavy for a game that you would expect if it's that popular and that mainstream that it'd be easier to get into. There are so many rules that just shouldn't be there that are just making it more complicated than it needs to be. So you got to streamline it. If you're going to run it for new people, you have to just cut all this unnecessary stuff so that they can get the gist quickly. But I have done it successfully. I got my grandparents to play a game of D&D once, and they seem to know what they were doing. It's just you just have to simplify stuff.
What's your favourite one then? If you're not a massive Dungeons and Dragons fan, what's your favourite one?
My favourite one is Call of Cthulhu, which is sort of set in kind of the real world, usually in the 1920s, and then, you know, obviously like scary monsters show up, but you're not playing as elves or warriors or anything. You're just like a school janitor, and you need to use your wits to try and survive because you've not got any spells to help you.
I think I'd quite enjoy that.
Yeah, I think so, because I think I would get annoyed with like, oh, I'll do my magic power. Oh, you can't do that. Why the fuck not? Because you've not got your special crystal. It is like, I'm a fucking elf. Like, just let me, But I think if it was like you're a janitor, you've got to actually. Yeah, I think I would.
Although
like
I would enjoy you losing your shit and screaming, "I'm a fucking elf" over and over. I'm a fucking elf.
do what I want. Right? Come on. I've seen Lord of the Rings. What more do I need to know? Okay.
Have you?
Yeah. I lived in New Zealand.
Oh, of course.
It's mandatory viewing before you enter the country. They don't
You have
let
to do
you
a
in.
quiz.
You have to do a quiz. There's a citizenship test is just a Lord of the Rings test. That's how you get it.
Extended edition?
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, fuck that. I actually never watched extended edition because kill me.
I don't think I've watched all of them. I've watched the first one.
Yeah,
I don't.
They are quite good, to be fair.
They're too long.
They are quite long. Don't watch the extended edition, but they're
I'm
quite
so
good.
weird though, because like I will go, oh, that's too long a movie, but I will sit and watch 8 episodes of like a true crime thing, which essentially is about 2 hours longer. But yeah, we should ask the next question.
We should. Jack, tell us what kills your joy.
Right, this is a weirdly specific one, but it's been on my mind. I need to get this off my chest.
Get it off your chest. Tell us.
Useless hand dryers.
Oh,
I'm so
I thought you were going somewhere else.
so fucking sick of going into public toilets. You
again,
wash your
we're stuck
hands.
going down there.
You wash your hands, and then you put your hand under the hand dryer, and it's just like it's just does nothing.
Yep.
I get you. That's old school. How are you feeling about these ones?
These ones are fine. I'm happy with these.
Any audio listeners, Jay is miming like a Dyson Airblade sort of
Oh,
situation.
look at you knowing the actual technical name for it.
Yeah, that's what it's called, right? The Dyson. I remember when they all came out and everyone was like, "Oh, how exciting!"
They're always like minging. All the mucks get stuck at the bottom. Give me the book. You don't mind a Dyson Airblade, but you don't like the old school nozzle.
If it works, it's fine. If it actually has enough hot air that it will dry your hands, but it basically it just, I don't like ones that just blow on you and do nothing.
When it's like a pervert breathing on your hand, like
Yeah.
like you're like, yeah, what? And then you
Why
get a
would
wet.
a pervert breathe in your hand?
Well, if you let them get too close, they're up to all sorts.
And then they have the cheek to ask for change afterwards as well.
Tell you what, unbelievable.
It's the worst.
Oh my god! What about the ones that you get now in airports mainly, that have the bit that comes out the wall and the 2 bits that come out the side, and some of it gives you soap, some of it gives you water, and some of it gives you air, but it always seems to not be the thing
It's
that you
never the one you want.
Yeah. It's like air drying the germs onto your hand before you've got the soap and water type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. You stop reinventing the wheel. Keep it simple.
Keep it
Just leave
simple.
it.
Do you know what I think? I'll always 100% always go for paper, or do you know what I love? You don't see these as much anymore. The old school, like, like the bit of cloth that's on the round thing, and you just pull it down like
Yes.
Sorry, I'm sure you heard me doing that, right?
we're not in a big cavernous studio. It's fine. But is that not a bit unhygienic if it's like everyone's using the same cloth?
No, because I don't know. It never comes out bogging though.
Yeah, or maybe it gets changed because it's like the same. It's almost like a communal towel that everyone's using. Because it's the same bit of cloth, isn't it?
I know, but I mean, you've just washed your hands.
Yeah, but not everybody. This is the thing.
But they've wet them.
Okay, well, if
Yeah,
they've
but
not
some
bothered to wash their hands, are they just going to dry them for no reason?
Yeah, these are where the perverts get you.
Oh, I see.
These perverts are up
Hannah's
to...
got a real fear of the perverts. The ones that blow in your hands.
Yeah, and then leaving their piss stain on the cloth thing. But yeah, I remember those. But yeah, and there's nothing worse when like a hand dryer's really, really loud as well. And
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
screams at you and you're just like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
my wee boy was terrified of hand dryers for a good first 4
Well, they're
years of
quite
his life.
scary if you're a child. Like, 'cause some of them can be very
But they're
angry.
child height as well.
true.
They're just like it's like a very extreme pervert blowing on your head.
Some pair of lungs on them.
Oh man.
What else rips your knitting?
Let's see. I wrote some down.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Very
I
organised.
remember them. Oh yeah, this one's so important to me. Yeah, I love primates when they come up on my social media feed, but I hate seeing pet primates. If they're wearing human clothes or a nappy or they're on somebody's couch, that is an illegal pet primate and it's probably been poached. So that's a PSA for everyone out there. Don't like it, don't share it, move on if you see any of those signs.
If you're watching and you've got a monkey as a pet, cut it out. All right.
Stop it right now.
Stop it. The Jack will come round and take it off you.
exactly.
Well, do you refuse to watch the first 3 seasons of Friends?
Well, it's too late now. That's I'm not going to make a difference.
That monkey's long dead.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I think that's why he was written out the series.
Yeah. Because you see them all in like Tiger King, like all of
Yeah.
them had the monkeys that were sort of slaves
Oh,
and
God,
pets
remember
and stuff.
him?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
I think he's still in the jail.
Is he still in the jail?
For
The Tiger
trying to
King?
kill Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin?
Yeah.
What happened to Carol Baskin? Is she still cutting a bit?
I think so. I think she's just.
Because she killed her husbands, didn't she? Or
Yeah,
did-
well,
sorry, allegedly.
I think she's shut down her big sanctuary. I think that all went to. I think that shut down her, but I don't know. I don't know what she's up to. But I imagine she's still got a few pets.
And we were obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Tiger King, because we had nothing else to do.
We had what else to do?
And we were like perfect timing. But yeah, a lot of them had like monkeys and like nappies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It just seems a bit cruel.
It's no right. They're not meant to do that because
Yeah.
that being said, you do sometimes you do accidentally get good content out of it. Like this one video of an orangutan driving a golf cart.
I mean,
It's it's unethical, but
It's worth it.
it's
But I
very
mean, do
funny.
we know that was unethical, or was it not just? It wasn't. He didn't just swing down from the trees and go. Oh, I've seen them doing this. I'm going to have a wee shot.
Well, they are capable of doing stuff like that. Orangutans wash their hands. They wash their hands more than fucking humans bother to, right? Because they've seen humans do it, and so if they see soap, they're like, "Oh, this is what you do with this," and they'll wash their hands with it.
so can we teach them to use
clean
hand dryers?
orangutans.
Yeah,
That's what
Or
we're gonna.
invent a better one.
Maybe.
or like breathe on me to get the
Thank
clean
you
it
so
off.
much. Yeah.
Ah, I don't. Animals doing human things creep me out.
Yeah.
You know, like cats that pee on the toilet.
What? Who?
You
What?
can train your cat to pee in the toilet.
How? Like hang it
Loads
up.
of people do it.
What? So it stands on the seat and like.
Pees in the toilet. There's actually like a thing you can buy initially, like the way that you potty train a child, to basically potty train your cat.
Oh my god.
And as somebody who's had cats, there's a part of it that really appeals to me because cat litter stinks. But it is weird when you
Yeah.
see cats, and you can get your cats flush the toilet as well. You can teach them to flush the
Can you
toilet.
imagine if you're at someone's house and you open the door and the cat's just pissing in the toilet and flushes it? I'd be like, your cat is possessed.
I know.
Right, you need to get a priest in here.
It does freak me out.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I wouldn't really like.
It's like when dogs sit on their back, like bum,
Oh, and they sit like a
like
human.
when they sit like a human.
Yeah, or they walk on their hind legs.
Freaks me out.
That's weird.
It also freaks me out when humans do animal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wear collars and shit and all
Oh.
that. What is your favourite animal?
Like wild or domestic?
Wild.
Probably a tiger.
Oh yeah.
I like
as well.
tigers. I think they're very pretty. I think they're really cool to look at.
Yeah, they're very beautiful.
I like their vibe.
Good vibe.
They seem very chill. And I think they get a bad rep in Disney movies.
Yeah, they do. They've had horrible PR.
They've had a lot of bad PR. Why is the lion so, woo, king of the jungle, and tigers are always like the evil guy?
So all these lion lobbying groups that have been around for years. And these
so.
poor tigers.
That's
It's crazy that like lionesses do all the work, and then what does the male lion do? Like, does he have a podcast or something? Like what?
Talking to other lions.
he's actually a hair influencer. Like, look at my mane.
Yeah.
What's your favourite animal?
I like polar bears.
Polar bears are vicious.
They are. But I always just like polar bears.
I once saw a polar bear murder a bird.
It's in Edinburgh Zoo.
No, Edinburgh Zoo's not got a polar bear.
They used to have a polar bear.
Yeah, back in the day. No, it was in Toronto Zoo, I think it was. It was either, I think it was
brutal.
Toronto Zoo. Yeah, but the bird, like, honestly, the polar bear was miles away. It was like on the other side of the enclosure, and this bird like came down and like just landed in the water, and there was like a rah, and like literally before you even blinked, it's a bird, right? So you think it would just fucking fly away, to use a Billy Connolly. But the polar bear was like on it before.
Oh my God.
And then it was like, and it was all red all over the white fur.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I think if one was like, if you could do any trip, where would you go? I'd love to go up and do like a cruise up near like the North Pole and see the polar bears, because they're all dying. There's hardly any left.
Yeah, my friend just did that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm jealous. So yeah, maybe a polar bear. They're pretty cool. Yeah.
Sun bears are weird. Sun bears are creepy. They just look like a guy in a bear suit.
Yeah, they don't look real. There is
really
a sun bear
weird.
at Edinburgh Zoo.
Yeah.
Or is it just a guy
Is
in
it
a
just a
suit?
guy in a suit? It doesn't
So
look
hard to
real.
tell.
It doesn't. I enjoy. For some reason, this is coming up a lot in my content. I'm getting a lot of bear content. Lots of people in the States try to scare away bears, and bears being like, getting in their cars and stuff.
Oh, right.
Coming right up into their decks, going, geese some food. Geese that.
Oh my God. Is this in America?
Yeah, it's not in Greenock.
Well.
But there's a rule, what is it? If it's brown, lie down.
Yeah.
If it's black, what is it?
Shoot it in the back.
No, it's
It's
like
you have to
make yourself
stand
big.
up, make yourself big. and
Oh,
go,
scare
Yeah.
it. Okay.
yeah. So if it's, I can't remember what it is. If it's brown, lay down. I know that.
You don't want to mess those two up, though. You really want to make
I
sure.
probably would. I think you're fucked either way.
Yeah, 'cause bears
Basically,
are
don't
fast.
climb a tree or don't run.
Yeah.
With either of them. There's one where you just get aggressive in its face and you go like, "Wah! Wah!" And then there's another one where you just like pretend to be dead, basically.
Again, bears historically have had quite good PR. So you'd be like, oh, it's a nice little bear, and then rip your face off.
Yeah. Well, not so much if you've watched, was it The Revenant?
Well, not The Revenant, no.
Yeah.
But if you've watched, Brother Bear or something like that.
The Jungle Book.
The Jet Blue, again, great PR for the Blue.
Good. The bare necessities of life.
Lovely.
Good. Shall we?
Yes, one last little bit. Well, Hannah's headlines. I bring in a wee story, see what's going on. Now, a story this week is that it's just this every
She's
time.
so pretty.
My newsreader outfit. Now, this week, also, World Cup is going on.
Yep.
Very exciting. Have you heard the story about the New Zealander Tim Payne?
No.
No. So, this is a great story that's come out of. So, there is an Argentinian football streamer. He's got loads and loads of fans, like millions and millions. Have you heard about this, producer Ewan? You have. So basically, he wanted to find out the least known player at the World Cup. So he went through all the teams, and the least known player was Tim Payne from New Zealand. He had like 4,000 Instagram followers because New Zealand are the lowest ranked team at the World Cup. So
Are
they're
they?
fucking awful,
What,
right?
more than Uzbekistan?
The worst.
Who's who I got on I got Uzbekistan, and I went, I didn't even know they were in the World Cup. I'm never going to win this sweepstake.
New Zealand are the lowest ranked team because they changed the way they qualified. So they used to have to play Australia, but now they're in the South Pacific pool, so they only have to play like Fiji and Rarotonga and they qualify. So that's what. Anyway, so he was like, right, we're going to give this guy loads of followers, and basically overnight he sent all his fans, and Tim Payne is now on 5.6 million followers. He's got more followers than the population of New Zealand. Jacinda, the current Prime Minister, and he's just blown up, and it's all these Spanish people in his comments, and his wife's actually Puerto Rican, so she speaks Spanish. And yeah, he's now just become this massive celebrity.
Aww.
And everybody
It looks raging a bit, to be fair.
it does look raging. And when they played their first match the other day, had all these fans, and it's all really nice. Like, it's not a piss take. All the people are like, Tim Payne is the GOAT, like he's the greatest, and it's great publicity for the New Zealand football team. So
Aww.
just like a nice story that's come out of it.
I have to say, so far, I'm enjoying the World Cup.
I think it's
Yeah.
been pretty good.
It's been good fun. I've been loving. There's a lot of comics out in Boston, and I've been enjoying their antics on social media. Sorry, Keir Starmer. I have been enjoying some content on social media. I know we're not supposed to. Raymond Mearns, his partner Annie, his wife Annie, she is doing a daily update of the nonsense that Raymond's getting up to, which is incredible. So if you don't follow Raymond Mearns, go and give him a wee follow. He's sharing Annie's content most of the time without edits, but so because he's taking her on a mystery trip, so every morning they wake up and he just drives them somewhere.
That's so great.
They were in Philadelphia yesterday, but he keeps making her walk places, which she's unhappy about. He was also, his seat for the Haiti game was in the nosebleeds, and I know we talk about nosebleeds, but our nosebleeds is nothing like the Americans.
Really?
I mean, he literally could have just watched it from home. He was so far at the
my
top of the
God.
stadium. It was like,
Because these stadiums are so big.
it looked like he was in space. The ball was just like a speck to him. But I'm sure the atmosphere was great. So I've been enjoying all
No,
that.
it has been really good, actually. I mean, it helps that Scotland, we did win our first game, so that
We
was
won.
top of the table. But
I went to bed and then I got up and watched. And the second half, I mean, I didn't get up. I woke up, but I was still in bed watching it. And I had to keep hiding under the covers in the second half. I was like, no, shit. Ah!
Were you having a meltdown, Ewan?
Oh, it was nuts.
Yeah, producer Ewan, big football person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
emotional roller coaster. It was good. I'm nervous for Friday, but we'll see how it
I
Yeah.
know, my God.
The Stand were doing football nights hosted by comedians, and the one in Glasgow. Did you go to the one in Glasgow?
No.
It looked insane.
I think I saw, so I think you had shared it from the stand, and it looked crazy when they scored.
It looked absolutely insane the whole time. They were just singing. Roscoe McClellan's got a World Cup song.
I saw that, yes, so he
Yeah, I
does.
saw
Everybody
that.
go and listen to Roscoe's World Cup song.
And that was very fun.
It's been really good. It's been a good vibe. Seems like everybody's having a good time out in Boston.
Susanna Reid being absolutely fucking owned by the whole of Scotland for saying that we didn't
Yeah.
deserve a Monday off. Fuck you, Susanna Reid. There's a new campaign to change the name Karen to Susanna in Scotland, and I was
Let's
like,
do
to
it.
be fair, it's been Sandra in Scotland for ages.
That
but
is
anyway.
true. So we could make the change. It's fine.
But I've been enjoying it.
Yeah. Have you been watching the World Cup, Jack?
No,
No, you're not a big football person.
not at all. I don't know if there's any visual clues about that I'm not into sports, but you know, a lot of my friends are into it, and I'm happy for them. And I woke up on the Sunday at like 4 a.m. I didn't set an alarm or anything. I just happened to wake up, and I thought, well, I have to check the score. And I thought, oh, that's nice, they won. And then I went back to bed. That's kind of the extent of my investment in it. But I wish them all the best.
No.
I don't care, but I wish the boys all the best. That's
I'm
nice.
happy for wee Tim Payne.
Yeah, so he's just loving life right now. He's literally now the most famous person in New Zealand. And he's got all these followers and all these new fans from Argentina. And yeah, it was
I
just...
love how they thought like New Zealand is the worst, and then they looked at the New Zealand's team and went, "Who's the shittest?
Yeah, who's got the
Like,
least amount of followers on the shit New Zealand team?" And it was all, and he's 32 as well, so he's like getting on a wee
he's
bit.
getting
So
on.
it's almost like a good little last spur of towards probably the end of his career. So
good?
got a big move off the back of that.
Is that
Like,
a-
yeah.
is that actually happening
Yeah, it
to?
happens.
It's-
Someone like
Paraguay?
Paraguay. That's
Paraguay
is
bought
going, that's insider info from producer Ewan.
Yeah, so they were. Yeah, so now he's moving from the Wellington Phoenix to Paraguay, all because of this. What I mean, that's just amazing.
This is pro wrestling logic coming to real sports, where you need to get over with the crowd, and if you have a big enough fan base, you're going to get promoted regardless if you're actually very good.
Same with
Is
comedy.
he good, producer Ewan?
I think he's alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's...
I think he's
better
fine.
players, yeah.
I mean, he's not.
I mean, if
messy,
he's 32 and he's still playing, he
I think
must
he's
be
pretty
worth
good.
the.
yeah,
It's terrible, isn't it, that you're written off at 32?
I know. That's like, and that's when they talk about these
It's
poor.
like 12 years younger
Craig
than me.
Gordon, they talk about like he's basically dead. They're like, oh, it's good that Craig's even shown up to be here. How's he, 43? It's like, fucking hell.
Get out of his bed.
Oh, Craig, he's left his wheelchair at home. Good for Craig today. It's amazing. Like they talk, it's so geriatric, but
I think it's really cruel when they shoot them as well. You know,
I've actually adopted one. You know, you can rescue one. You just keep them in your house. Just
for less than a
ex-footballer.
coffee a month, you can rescue a geriatric footballer.
You've got to go watch which one you get. Some of them will turn on you.
And some of them are quite bitey, so you got to watch out. Oh man.
Oh, Jack, you're now, just before we finish up, you're one of the Stand 5.
Uh-huh.
You're debuting this year. Tell the audience where they can find you and what the deal is.
So my show Impressionable is at the Stand 4, just across the road from the Stand Comedy Club, and that's every day from the 7th to the 30th, excluding the 17th of August, at 6:55 p.m. That's 6:55 to 7:55.
Nice time.
Yeah,
a nice
great time.
time. Good time.
And where are you on social media? People come and find you.
I'm at Jack Brookmyre. There's nothing else to it. That name just wasn't taken, so got lucky there.
Awesome.
Right.
Hannah, what you been up to? Where you be?
Where will I be? Just around, just kicking about, doing gigs. I'll kind of do the same at the Fringe, just going about doing different things. Not doing a show this year, but I'll be around doing different lineups and things like that.
Yeah,
What about you?
chilling. well, if you're on the Sun Princess in
Well,
the
of
Mediterranean,
course.
You can catch me in the sunlight. So I'm off on a cruise, working on a cruise, and then I'm just back, and I'm pretty home based for July and August. Well, August I'll be here the whole month, and July I'm kind of Monkey Barrel, the Stands, the Gilded Saloon.
And we'll be doing the new pod.
And we'll be doing the new pod.
Yes.
All you can eat buffet. So yes, Joy Agenda. I know, listen, shout out to everybody who's been in touch to tell us how sad and devastated they are that Joy Agenda is coming to an end. But as we said before, it is never truly dead. We might do the odd Joy Agenda.
Yes.
But we just feel like it's time for change, and Hannah and I are going to be doing a Buffy rewatch podcast just in time for most of the cast to die.
Yeah, very inconvenient.
She's been quite grim since we made this decision in February. We've lost members of the crew, but just it's perfect time for you to do a rewatch.
Exactly, come and rewatch, with Jay and watch along with me for the first time.
Yeah, so whether you're new to it or you've seen every episode 30 times, come and watch. We will be starting very, very shortly. We'll be keeping you up to date on here. And thank you so much to Jack Brookmyre.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks everybody for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.